driven by love, always offer quality service to God. Driven by love, we must always offer quality service to God. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, from the first reading, we have heard Moses reminding the people, the Israelites, how God loved their ancestors so much, how God is extending the same love to the Israelites. He brought them with a mighty force from Egypt, and he promised a very wonderful land to them. He also reminded them of their obligation to observe the commandments. He said in the first reading here, And now, Israel, what does God the Lord, your God, requires of you? But to fear the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways, to love him, to serve the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul, and to keep the commandments and statutes of the Lord, which I command you this day. So he reminded them of the love and of their obligation, that is, to observe the commandments and statutes of God. In the gospel, Jesus, the Son of God, though was not supposed by law to pay the temple tax, but out of love and because of humility and because of wanting to be in solidarity with the rest of the population, Jesus accepted to pay the temple taxes. What lesson is Jesus giving it to us? The first lesson, because we are children of God, saved by his Son's blood, our criteria of doing things should not be whether we have an obligation or not, but rather should be, what does love seem to ask of us in a particular situation? We are living in a society which almost every time quotes the law. According to the law, you are supposed to do this. According to this law, you are supposed to do this. According to the Constitution, you are supposed to do this. Even congregations and churches have laws. Yes, the laws and statutes are good. But Jesus is requesting each one of us to go an extra mile, to go beyond the requirements of the law, to go an extra mile and serve the people out of love, driven by love. As you know, love overcomes each and everything. Let us not base ourselves very much on the requirements of the law, but let us be driven by love in any situation. I read a story this morning in a book a man was dying. He fell down while he was walking on the street. Then they took him to hospital. Checking in his wallet, they found that he was a Marine working on the sea. And there were some numbers, emergency numbers. So they called one of the numbers, and one gentleman picked the phone. Then he rushed to the hospital. And when he came in, he took very, very great care of the man, so much that everybody was wondering how this gentleman loved the man. And all of them concluded that he was his son. But afterwards, when the man came back to his conscience and finally got healed, that's when he told the people that this gentleman who came was not his son. And actually, he even didn't know him. And they asked the man, why did he do that? The man said, I saw that this man was dying, and he needed somebody like his son to give him a hand. Dear brothers and sisters, let us be driven by love, not by law, in all the situations, so that we serve others with dignity, humility, showing solidarity to humanity, ultimately offering quality service to God.